Hey, what is going on, everybody? Ali Madawi here with another one with you. And today we're going to be actually talking about why would somebody not respond to you when you're doing a Facebook Live or when you're doing a message campaign where you're actually communicating and contacting people. There's many things that may be on the way. There's many things that you may be doing right, or maybe you're just doing it wrong. And some of you may be smiling or laughing while maybe watching this video right now, and you may be saying, well, Ali, I sent you a message and you still haven't responded to me. Maybe there's something that you actually have done that has led you, and I'm hearing myself, that has led you for me to just not see enough value or feel like you don't really care about me. You just hit me up just because you wanted a credit card transaction with your boy Ali. But first of all, welcome. I see everybody's hopping on right now. I'd like to give you a shout out. Hello everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be talking about how you can actually follow the correct steps to engage people and have an efficient conversation, especially if you are in business. And drop a number one if this is your very first time hopping into my live broadcast, and drop a number two if you are a regular, because what we do is we focus on struggling entrepreneurs to become success stories. Whether you are a traditional business owner, whether you are a network marketing professional, even a sales expert, all that will absolutely help you out have the proper steps towards success. Or even if you are still in an employee, because I was that one time, and I definitely had to learn so many skills to do better at my job back then. So welcome everybody. And let's talk about this. Have you ever found yourself texting people about your business, or sending a Facebook Messenger asking someone, hey, any chance you can check this out? Or, hey, I have a business, or hey, I'm selling something from eBay, or hey, I'm having a garage sale, come support me. And for some reason, it's nothing but crickets, right? Hello, everybody. I see all the number ones and number twos. I got a family member in here, and I'm loving it. Hey, you know who you are. Check it out. Honesty. Oh boy, another story for another time. So let's talk about why I wouldn't answer you if you were to just straight up reach out to me with absolutely the wrong way of just saying, hey, buy something from me. And it happens every single day, and I just look, and sometimes depends on the comfort of the relationship that I have with you. I would reach out to you and I would say, hey, just FYI, I'll help you. But the way you reached out to me, I hope you're not doing it with everybody else, because I can guarantee you that's the worst way possible. So let's get right into it. First things first, if you are an entrepreneur, your job is not to sell. I know that's going to be sounding like really weird. Like, what are you talking about? I was taught that I'm supposed to sell a product or a service in order to make money. Yes, that's the transaction that ultimately we want to have. That's the last step of the process. But your job is to just add value in people's lives. Your job is to educate, give information, give them enough info just so they feel like they got some value out of you. I used to be, and I've done it the wrong way for years, where I used to be 100% buy. I used to be in an energy company years ago, and anyone who talks to me like, have you dropped your energy rates yet? But that was the wrong way of going about it. It was almost annoying that people started avoiding me, and guess what? I avoided many people too, and I'm just as guilty as everybody else, as all of you who are on right now. So first things first, if you have an agenda, if you're doing a technique just to attract people so you can let them fall into your rabbit hole, into your trap, just so you can, make them a customer or a business partner, they're gonna feel that. I can guarantee you. I mean, how many of you, give me a thumbs up if you agree with this. Someone sent you, hey, how you been? And immediately the first thing that came to mind, like, oh, I wonder what business he or she starting right now that he's hitting me up. I have those people in my life too. You're not the only one, right? Where we wonder, like, this person have not reached out to me for 5 years, and all of a sudden all their posts are so positive and so clean, and they're texting me asking me to check out whatever they're doing. They believe in me so much, right? So the reality is, You need to have a proven track record of who you truly are as a human being. What I mean is, you need to 100% document your personality, your lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying, and I listen, to each his own. There are some people who like to flash money. There are some people who like to show off cars. There's some people who like to say that they are living the life, while unfortunately many are not. What I will tell you is, be real. Have an honest, true self diary on social media. I have a thing that I do to recognize my wife every single day, because I don't do it enough, and I want the world to know that I have the queen of all queens, right? So I post notes to my wife. To some people, I get like, oh, that's so cute. To others, it's like, that's so annoying. Who cares, right? I'm not doing it for none of the above. I'm doing it for my wife. I want her to wake up every morning and feel appreciated. That's my way of exposing and expressing that love to her, right? So for me personally, it showcases who I am from a personal level. Whenever I post a picture of my son, again, I love my son, you know that, right? It's because I really want to share a moment. Now, I could be sharing every single hour a different picture, but I really, really have to hold myself back. I want to keep some to myself. For the first 3 weeks, we didn't post anything at all. We just wanted to keep that beautiful moment to ourselves, right? We took a month and a half off. We wanted nothing to do with anything or anybody or business. We just kept enjoying him and enjoying life. Now, again, the reason I'm sharing this with you is, the more you are true to yourself, the more connection you're going to have with people, the more engagement and emotional involvement you're going to have with people. See, I don't care about how much you have in your bank account or how much. I don't care if you made $1 million yesterday in one transaction. That is completely, absolutely irrelevant to me. I mean, zero care in my world about money. Money comes and goes. Money is just a product of effort. Now, I respect people who make money, right? But what I will tell you is, what I care about is who you are, how you're going to treat people, how you're going to treat me, how you're going to treat my friends, my family, my relationships, my network. See, I have a responsibility to my network. So many of us, and I'm including myself, because at one point in my career, I did this wrong too. Instead of us doing a Facebook Live or posting a publication about just adding love, happiness, joy, education, anything positive. It could be business related, it could be family related, it could be parenting, it could be anything. What we do is, we talk about, buy my product. This is a bottle of water, and if you drink out of it, you will never ever be thirsty ever again. It is the best price, the best service, the best yada 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 yada. And people, when they're watching your video, they're wondering, do you really care, or are you just trying to get a sale out of me, right? And then when you finally cultivate enough courage to actually contact people on the messenger, or pick up the phone and say, hey, I wanted to give you a conversation, or I wanted to share something I'm excited about, guess what goes in their mind? Oh, I saw your videos. You don't care about me. You're just reaching out because you want to buy something. You want me to buy something from you. And I cannot stress this enough. I am not telling you to not promote your product or your service or your company. Be proud, be loud, be happy with what you have. I am an advocate of network marketing, of sales, of entrepreneurship. But what I am not an advocate of is using a product for personal need only. See, vehicles are used to give people a ride. Now, if you're selfish, you're going to drive all by yourself. However, you may tell somebody, hey, I'd like to give you a ride, and let them experience the comfort of that vehicle. Stop selling the car. Just offer people a ride. Just offer people, hey, it's raining. Let me take care of you. Hey, I know you've been walking every single day back and forth to work. Why don't you hop on? Let me give you a ride. They will notice. They will sit in that car and say, this is a nice car. This is really comfortable. I like the seats. I like the stereo that you have. I like the Bluetooth connection. I like the moonroof or the sunroof. See, all those things are natural reactions that people are going to have. So stop selling the car and just offer people a ride. And do that with everything that you do. With your posts, with your videos, with your communications. Just offer, give. I can guarantee you. See, the more, man, I get really crazy passionate about this. The more you're offering people, they will absolutely offer back. As a matter of fact, let's go back to that car example. Let's say you gave that person a ride. Even if they don't have money in their pocket to offer gas, guess what they are going to say? Hey, you want me to spot you with some gas money or something? Right? They still say it like, you know, they're walking every day, unfortunately, because they might not be able to afford a cab. They might not be able to afford Uber or a bicycle or what have you, but they will still say, hey, do you want me to give you some gas money? You want a couple of dollars for that? See, that gives you an indication that people are willing to give back when you give them. The problem is we want to take it all. The greed kicks in. Now, a little bit of greed, a little bit of ambition, a little bit of wanting to take advantage of an opportunity is okay. I'm not against it. But when you go all out, give. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get a little deeper on you. Some people get into the mindset of, when I receive, I will give. Shame on all of us, because we are all somewhat guilty of it, right? Give and you shall receive. That's what faith claims. That's what law of the universe claims. And that's what we as people call karma is going to provide to all of us. So it depends where your mindset is set up, but you got to give value, give information, give knowledge, give wisdom, give love, give happiness. And the people are going to respond the same way. If you have an agenda, I don't care how slick, how amazing you are of a message deliverer. I don't care how salesperson, amazing phenomenon that you are and how great you were born. I can guarantee you, the end user, that person, the prospect, they feel. Not there just paying attention, but they feel how genuine you are. They feel if you are doing it just because they want to grab, you want to grab something out of them, or you are truly doing it just because you want to help. And here's what I tell everybody: the truth will always set you free. Because here's what happens. I'll speak from experience. 10 years ago, I started in my very first network marketing company, and I loved everything about it, and I will always be forever grateful to that company that exposed me to a profession that I love and I respect, and it is one of my portfolio of my streams of income. And guess what? I never forget it. The very first week, I spoke to someone that I wanted to invite to my home meeting. Mind you, at the time I was 23 going on 24 years old. This guy was a little young. And I'm talking to, friends and the gentleman, a friend of mine, who was in my house, in my living room, knows what kind of car I drive, knows what job I had at the time, knows everything about me. And he said to me, so are you making any money with this thing? And I panicked and I freaked out and I said, of course. Now, mind you, it was 1 week in. Now, guess what happened? That gentleman gave me a shot and wanted to get started with me. And that gentleman, until today, we talked about it, we're good, but it's still, it's like a knot in here. That gentleman quit after a week in business. Do you know why? Because after a week in business, he did not make money, and he compared himself to myself back then, of course. And he said, well, you made money, I didn't. Clearly, I'm a failure, and I robbed him out of an opportunity. Shame on me. And I'm sharing my mistakes, my bad experiences from 10 years ago with you, so you understand the responsibility that you have every time you are talking to someone, every time you are posting something. So again, the reason why I, or majority of the people, would not respond to you, would not engage with you, because they feel you have a hidden agenda, and that is simply recruiting them, selling them products, getting them to just give you something with nothing in return. So I cannot stress this enough. Be a go-giver, not a go-getter. See, a go-giver will always have more to give. They never run out, because it's always an abundant emotion. It's always an abundant activity. I will find a thing or two to give away. Every time a family member comes in here, I give him a book. Ask my sister, it's almost like, oh God, what book is he going to give me now? Anytime someone is walking out of that door, hey, did you finish that book from last time? Almost. Okay, well, here's this one. Bring it back to me next time, right? I'm always giving, because that's what was done for me when I started fixing my life the right way. Give. A go-getter runs out of prospects. A go-getter runs out of territories. A go-getter runs out of techniques. A go-getter runs out of numbers. Don't be a go-getter, be a go-giver, and watch the engagement in your social media, because now you are truly creating an emotion, a movement that is real, that is not hyped up, that is not gimmicky, that people are truly engaging with you for who you are, not for what you're selling. So I hope this message helped you out a little bit. Please feel free to share this message with everybody that is out there, because I know there's many people who are trying to do the right thing, but they might not have the right direction. They might not have the right process. They might not be taught, or they might not have the right leader by example. So by sharing this message, they may just hear something that may spark a thing or two, where they could go back to their team, they can go back to their, their drawing board and say, hey, we gotta check something out. We're doing something wrong in here. And I appreciate you all. I love you all. I will be doing more of these. I'm probably gonna do 2 more today, one in French and one in Spanish. So if you have anybody who speaks French or Spanish, let them know that we're going to be connected. Much love to all of you, and I will talk to you soon. Oh, yeah, one last thing. If you want an absolutely complimentary coaching session, I'm not expecting you to buy anything. I'm not expecting you to sign up for anything. I have no expectations of anybody at all. I just want to give you 30 minutes. You pick the topic, whether it's with your team or by yourself or anything for that matter that you need help with. Go to workwithali.com/schedule, and you can just book a 30-minute complimentary session at your own leisure, and I'll be more than happy to deliver anything that you need absolutely complimentary. So I love you all, appreciate you all, and I thank you again. Take care, everybody. Ciao.